I think that's, Addie is always really been a confident kid and a confident player. I think she understood at the beginning, the game is a little bigger, faster, stronger. And I think, when she kind of loosened that pressure and, really succumbed to the process of that, which was easy for her to do, and just let that sequence develop. And, knowing that I had the confidence in her, which has never wavered, right? I've just always knew what she's capable of doing. But I think she's really been welcoming. She's a hard worker. She's, a good IQ player. And, watching the film and all the things. And, she's always eager and wants to be on the floor and wants to do, well. So that's never been, a challenge or an issue. I think just sometimes the patience it takes to go through the workouts, the extra work, the pre-practice, the extra. She does a lot of shooting also on her own too, as they all do. But I just think she just learned and was always ready to take that next step. And so that's regardless of Taylor's injury, she was you know steady and showing everything of those steps of growth. So now we just there's a new forming that has to take place when you have a key player suffer an injury like this. Now expectations and pressures are different, and you got to navigate it just a little differently, but her mentality will be fine. We just have to find a different way to rotate. What you lose is a stellar 3-point shooter in Taylor, and the yin and the yang of that, being able to have that 1-2 punch and being able to utilize rest, that just changes things. But Addie will be ready to rock and roll, and her mental approach has always been so strong and so good.